Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge, and today, yes, we got something huge to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed, so on screen. Yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor and hit that like button, but also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge, as we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains where we can share our love, our passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now, with that said, here we go. Captains, breaking, as I put there in the thumbnail, breaking news here for Star Trek Online. So what we're going to do is go over the blog that's on the X feed, drop our 2 ECs, and then at the end give our conclusion. So here we go. Our 2024 event campaign is launching with the defense of Pavo. And this time, you won't have to choose a reward. Get an Infinity ship, T6 ship coupons, and the 1500 low buy for completing the event. Captains, the last event campaigns for the past 2-3 years, or whenever this started, has always been pick just one of the 3. Now you get to pick or just have all of them. Captains, that is, especially if you're a new captains, that is a huge, huge change, and that benefits only us, the players. But let's read on here in the blog and look over the details here. So now, parallel over Pavo, this, or hold the line at Pavo event, not my favorite events, but a pretty, all the events are pretty easy. Let's be honest here. But this is probably the longer one of the longer ones. I'd say about 10 minutes, maybe a little less than that. But for a daily that you just have to pop in and do for 10 minutes, this is pretty easy. But let's go over the details here. So hold the line at Pavo, return to the defense of Pavo, and begin a new event campaign that will grant you all of the rewards. Can I get a yes? Yes, yes! Put that in the comments below. Yes! Let's go! And let's go! The living planet of Pavo is once again the center of a siege by Terran forces. Gather your most trusted allies and come to its defense before they can manipulate its energies to be used as a weapon of galactic devastation. This is the start of a brand new event campaign that will give you the best rewards we're ever giving out. So the Defense of Pavo event will include multiple TFOs, previously featured individually in a combined featured event that will allow players to choose their favorite way of defending Pavo each day, while earning daily progress toward a new grand prize reward. Defend the system of Pavo, or space system above, I'm excited, I'm not gonna lie, above the planet by maintaining and operating a series of defensive satellites, or take to the vibrant wild of the planet's surface to stop Terran forces from corrupting its mysterious energies. Participating in this event will progress you in our latest event campaign and give all players the opportunity to earn a Pavo space set for their entire account. Keep reading for details on these items, event, and how you can participate in the event and what additional prizes may be earned. So for those captains who are new here, this is a perfect opportunity to start playing Star Trek Online. We'll probably go over that in a video. We do have actually that plan, but now with this news, now we're gonna have to really push that out. But it is a great, great time to start Star Trek Online in 2024. Regardless of the changes that have happened here in the last, let's say, 6 months, this is great news. It just feels so much more that they're really giving the players we didn't even ask for this, and they're giving us all of this. So captains, you will be able to get a lot of free stuff, not only through the events, because the events themselves will give you rewards like the Pavo space set, but again, the overall event campaign will give you the rewards, which we'll go over shortly here. So Defense of Pavo activity details. So 2 existing activities will be participating in this event. So the Pavo Dissension, that's the ground TFO. The ISS Charon has been sucked, or Charon, I should say, has been sucked through space, time, and across universes to crash land on Pavo. World of the planet's unique nature has reached the Terran survivors, and they are proceeding to agonize Pavo into a weapon. Only you and 4 other captains can stop them. Then you have Peril over Pavo, that's a space TFO. Enemy forces strike, seeking to control the enigmatic World of Pavo. Rush to enable and defend a newly established defensive blockade consisting of multiple configurations of satellites while preventing various enemy factions from getting a foothold above the living planet. While the action players will engage in during these TFOs have not changed for this event, a few minor adjustments have been made to each that will be present for the length of this event's run. Each completion will reward a choice of all marks, replacing the usual mark rewards. Now, again, for newer captains, this is great, especially if you're starting new. You're gonna need these marks to build up your reputation. And again, we have planned on kind of going over that here in the channel, and our recommendation is how to go and progress through those reputations. This is one of the ways to do it, because this will definitely give you enough marks through one event to finish essentially a reputation. So that's a thing too there. And of course, in the reputations alone, you get a bunch of gear in itself there. Both TFOs have had their cooldowns timers temporarily disabled, so we can do it as many as you can if you want. Both TFOs have been temporarily removed from random TFO eligibility. If I'm not mistaken, this is only going to be under normal. So usually the events that are in Star Trek Online have their advanced and elite versions of them removed, and all you have to deal with is normal, which is good because to a certain degree, if you're just kind of hugging or joining a random public queue, sometimes you have a group of captains that don't know what they're doing, but in normal, everything's easier and it just dies easier. So mostly that's what we have to do, is just kill things and kill time itself. And like I said, both of these TFOs are not the shortest, but they're not the longest either, but they're about 10 minutes. Players will be able to earn their daily progress once every 20 hours by completing the TFO of their choosing. Either of the above TFOs may be played as much as you like each day, so pick and choose how you prefer to gain progress each day and mix it up as much or as little as you like. So defensive Pavo event rewards. So accruing a total of 14 days worth of daily progress will allow you to claim the grand prize of the defensive Pavo event. This reward includes all of the following. So the Pavo space set. So this includes an omnidirectional Pavan proton beam array. Now there is a name energy type that you don't really hear every day. So now it seems proton is getting some attention there. So there is that. The Pavan proton energy torpedo launcher. That interests me, but it's an energy type torpedo, so we'll have to see. And most importantly, we have to see also how it looks, because it's all about the looks for us here. The console, the universal, is the Pavo crystal battery. And of course, after completing it, 3 featured TFO reward boxes, single character reward. Each gives a choice of 1 specialization point or an enhanced universal tech upgrade, 25k Dilithium ore single character reward. So make sure that you claim this on the character you want to refine the 25k on. Issued immediately for use as you see fit. Note, the featured TFO boxes in Dilithium ore are only rewarded once. The first character on your account that claimed the grand prize. So more details on the Pavo space set. So the omnidirectional Pavan proton beam. The omnidirectional Pavan proton beam array offers a 360-degree firing arc, as all of the Omnis do. This special beam array is capable of being enhanced with cannon special firing modes. Interesting. In addition to being able to utilize the standard beam firing mode functions, hitting an enemy with this weapon has a chance to apply a resonance charge to your target, causing them to add up 3 additional enemies to take additional proton damage. So it's kind of like a linking type damage. The amount of damage dealt by this AoE proton damage scales with the number of stacks of resonance charge on your target. And you can have stacks of resonance chance on multiple enemies at once. Very interesting. Very interesting. Pavan Proton Energy Torpedo Launcher. Pavan Proton Energy Torpedo Launchers fire projectiles that deal average proton damage and have a moderate recharge, unlike most torpedo launchers. The Energy Torpedo Launcher's damage is enhanced by abilities and items that improve proton damage, and not those that improve kinetic weapons. I don't have a lot of sources to boost protons, so it's still going to be nice something to have. It's free. Can't really knock on free. Hitting an enemy with this weapon has a chance to apply the resonance charge to your target. causing them to add 3 additional enemies to take additional proton damage. The amount of damage dealt by this AoE proton damage scales with the number of stacks of resonance charge on your target, and of course the same thing here as the Pahvo proton beam. With the console, the Pahvo crystal battery, this technology incorporates Pahvo crystals into an energy storage and distribution system that can be linked into your ship's weaponry. These crystalline charges provide additional benefits to your ship's weapons, including a slightly faster firing cycle and a reduced charge time for cannon firing modes. Interesting. As well as a hefty bonus to any proton damage you inflict. Okay, so they're boosting proton. 2-piece bonus set. So it's called the Pahvo Interstellar Bombardment Beam. Call on the devastating defensive capabilities from the living planet, Pahvo. This version of the beam has been enhanced using special orbital technology, allowing it to travel the interstellar median at faster than light speeds, but in the process trading off its devastating psionic damage for proton damage. The interstellar beam will concentrate on the chosen target for a few seconds before detonating a large area for additional proton damage to other nearby enemies. I would love to see the actual visual of that, so we're going to have a look at that, definitely. And the 3-piece bonus set is the PIBB enhancements. Having all 3 items equipped reduces the cooldown of the Pahvo Interstellar Bombardment Beam. There you go, to 60 seconds, and causes it to consume all stacks of resonance charge on hits. The damage of the PIBB increases for each charge consumed this way. Interesting. Nothing that we're going to be able to use on the way we play, but it is a great thing to have for free regardless. Again, especially if you're starting Star Trek Online. So bonus rewards. After claiming the grand prize, you will unlock the option of earning additional Dilithium ore each day that you continue participating in the content associated with I'm sorry. With the board resurgence. That's a typo. But still, the bonus rewards still apply. This bonus reward will begin at 8k Dilithium ore in the first day's completion, then scales up with each subsequent bonus completion that you achieve. The more you play, the more you continue to earn. So again, if you're new here, welcome. One of our recommendations is even after you claim the grand prize, keep doing your dailies. Not only for the marks, but for the additional Dilithium. Having said that, I have a free-to-play account on PlayStation, and with that just bare minimum of me just logging in sometimes just daily just to do the events, I've been able to build up all my reputation, get enough then to buy the 10th anniversary bundle, which is one of the best anniversary bundles still in Star Trek Online in my opinion. It took me 2 years, but again, if you put more time and effort into Star Trek Online, you can get these things faster, but the events are a great way to get that. Now, don't need the marks? You can get those marks and still trade them for Dilithium ore. Just saying, the option is there for you, and it's always a great thing to get more in-game resources that you can use towards getting your pretty shinies. Just saying. And of course, there is a Zen buyout option. We just, like I said earlier, this event is about 10 minutes, if that. So 10 minutes each day, but if you have the resources you want to buy out, you don't feel like doing the event, that's fine. This option is here for you. So for players interested in instantly completing the defensive Pavo event, whether this is due to worries over finding the play time to complete it, or simply want to move immediately earning into bonus rewards, we will be offering a method for buying out. And you can still keep getting daily progress on your event progress, and we'll talk about that after, even after you've done the reward, or you've gotten the reward, you've done the event. Within the event UI, an option will be presented that allows you to purchase the remaining progress that you need for a scaling amount of Zen. The base price for this service will be 2,000 Zen, but every single daily progress that you earn will reduce that price on a percentage basis. Now 2,000 Zen is about 20 bucks. That's if you have already earned a 7 daily progress, half of the portion required, this price will be reduced down to 1,000 Zen. The more you play, the cheaper the buyout option becomes dynamically. For the event campaign, this featured event will be the first of a series of upcoming events that will participate in the latest installment of our multi-event system known as an event campaign. For 2024, we're changing things up a bit. Here to go. Here is the major news. You'll need to participate in 6, keep that in mind, 6 events. in a total in order to earn the grand prize. However, the grand prize is changing as well. Instead of having to choose between a tier 6 Infinity promotional ship of your choice, two free tier 6 Zen ship coupons, or 1500 low buy, you'll receive all three. No more difficult choices, just get all the rewards at once. That is absolutely fantastic. I cannot emphasize how great that is. I'm excited for this. For not only myself, but for newer captains, you'll be able to right off the bat get a bunch of great ships and even gear via the low buy store if you choose to go that route. But potentially Caps, you can get literally 4 ships. The premium, that's 1 ship. The 2 tier 6 ship coupons, that's 3, and then a low buy ship. That's 4 ships you can get from it. That is absolutely amazing. That really is to me. And it's blowing my mind. I am absolutely loving it. Can I get another yes in the comments? Yes. Okay. Players may earn 50 event campaign progress for each day that they participate in the eligible events. Like I said, even after you're done the event, keep doing it to get your maximum progress for the event campaign. Buying out an eligible event will include up to 700 event campaign progress. Each event's buyouts only grant as much event campaign progress as is relative to the amount paid after prorated discounts are applied. This means that paying half price because you're participating 7 out of 14 of the required days so far will grant you 350 event campaign progress. Essentially, you get what you pay for. Complete the entire campaign to unlock a tier 6 Infinity promotional ship of your choice, 2 free tier 6 Zen store coupons, and 1500 low buy. Availability. When does it start? The Defense of Pavo event will run on PC first, from February 15th to March 7th. Put that on your calendars, my captains. Even if you're new, put that on. We'll make sure it's on the thumbnail of this video too as well, I hope. Hopefully I remember. But regardless, we're gonna have this somewhere, and this will also be in the description below in terms of the blog. So now what we're gonna quickly do now is head over to the Stowbridge. So let's put that on the screen right here and go over what is the event campaign look like. So now, as in the previous iteration of it. So under here, the top right corner here, there's open mission journal, or you can press the letter J. This will open up this window here. Go to your events. So the event campaign 5 and the previous ones, the 2 or 3, had only 5 events. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, only had 5 campaigns. Now this is gonna have 6. Captains, for us who play this, I have been playing this for years, at least for me, it doesn't matter. The 6th campaign is fine. That just means more marks, more in-game resources, and more chances to get free gear via the event prize, the event itself. On top of that, of course, then you get this. So, used to be before, we only had to get this, which is the event premium ship, or 2 tier 6 ship coupons, or the 1500 low buy crystals. So now it's going to be all of them. That is mind-blowing to me. Having said that, the campaign progress was 3,500. This is probably going to go up by however they're going to do it. So I'm okay with it, definitely okay with it. So I think at around 3 on my PlayStation account, about 3 or 3.5 events, I had already enough progress to get the actual prize. Having said that, it might be about 3 or 3.5 events to be able to get up if you do it every day that the event is live. Okay, captains, again, for me, it's awesome because it gets me to build up, and this is, I'll show this now, I'm not trying to flex or anything, but this is how I was able to get all these resources. Don't mind the Omega ones, that's just because we like hitting the Borg a lot. But this is how we get this much marks over the years, okay? Again, there's a routine that we do here on the bridge, our dailies. This is how we play. But regardless, I can use all these marks, any marks that you get, to, of course, get the gear in your reputation system, or for any additional dilithium ore. So again, this is absolutely fantastic. there may be some captains who don't agree, but after reading some of the comments there I've seen, it seems like everyone is really happy about this and is pleasantly surprised. This is something that we haven't asked for, and they gave it to us. Now, moving forward, this is how it should be. Now, having said that, this year's ships that are coming into the event campaign are spectacular. One that we will go over when we do that video here on the channel. So subscribe to our channel here and keep a lookout on that, as we're going to have a video there for the recommended ships coming into now the event campaign 6 that I guess we're going into now. So again, having all these three is so awesome. It's mind-blowing to me. So captains, if you're new here, do not miss this event. Now is a great, if you're just checking this video out because I wonder how Star Trek Online is. Well, it's good. I know that, like I said in the beginning of this video, past 6 months haven't been the greatest, but things happen. And if this is a sign of things to come, then I believe this is a great time to definitely start Star Trek Online here in 2024. This ship that you see here me flying, which is the Duderstadt, you can actually now get this ship free, but also you're going to be looking at this next year's event campaign. Having said that, going forward, this is something that can really benefit players now going forward, especially now if they want these premium ships or you want these tier 6 ships. No, you can now get everything, at least one pick of the premium, 2 of the C store, and then of course a ship in the low buy store and or gear in the low buy store. But if you can't tell, captains, I'm very excited, and this is a welcome change, regardless if they're going to add another event campaign. Again, to me, that just means another event campaign that or another event within the event campaign that will have unique rewards, just like the Pavo set that we'll be getting for this one coming up. So February 15th, my captains on PC, mark that date. My console caps, don't worry, this of course will start there as well on the console bridge as soon, maybe not as soon, but probably in another month and a half time soon, but we'll cover that here as well on the Stowe YouTube bridge. So again, captains, great time to start. I'm going to emphasize it one more time, to start Star Trek Online in 2024. Stay tuned to the channel, subscribe here for all the latest news when we can cover it, and we'll always drop our 2 ECs. Do us a favor and hit that like button. Comment below, let us know what you think. Those who are new captains and or even existing ones, what you think of this change to the event campaign for now 2024. And as always, we will leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.